Hello, our most developed student. My name is Confident and welcome to our 24-minute lesson. This is the ultimate guide in maths, science, career guidance, as well as a sneak peek in my personal experiences. This is a channel that is designed with you in mind. Let us dive into today's lesson. In this video, as we continue with the ultimate guide, we are continuing on the part of equations and inequalities, and we are still looking at equations part of it. And in the previous lessons we looked at the equations involving square roots, and in the previous one we looked at completing a square and the quadratic formula. In the previous one we just looked at general equations. So you see, when you are subscribed, you are able to follow up these lessons. But in this one, what are we looking at? Exponential equations. Very important part. Look at this. Let's just dive into the lesson. Exponential equations. You need to understand how, or the technique of how to solve this. First equation, 4.1 says solve for x. You are given that for max, so it's not also a difficult part. You just need to know a few laws. Now look at this. If I say to you, you are given 2 to the power of 3x plus 1 is equal to, now this is how you approach this. If I give you, for example, this law, remember there is a law which says a to the power m times a to the power n. It's a to the power of m plus n, but let's write it this direction, where I say a to the power of m plus n. What will it be? A to the power m times a to the power of n. Are you with me? So with that, look at this law, very important law. So which means if I'm given 2 to the power 3x plus 1, similar like this, going this direction, a to the power m, you see, a to the power m, a to the power n. See that? So same thing, 2 to the power that, 2 to the power that. Are you seeing that? So it becomes 2 to the power of 3x times 2 to the power of 1. That's how you're going to solve it. That's how you're going to split it. So let's do it now. If I give you 2 to the power of 3x plus 1 plus 2 to the power of 3x is equal to 12. So we split that. It will become what? 2 to the power of 3x times 2 to the power 1 plus 2 to the power of 3x is equal to what? 12. That's where the whole trick was. Now, what you do, look at that. Look at that. There is a plus. So you factorize. What do you factorize? You factorize 2 to the power of 3x. Are you with me? Then you put a bracket. When you do that, that remains. When you do that, 1 remains. Are you with me? So we are saying in here 2 to the power 1 remain. Since it's cancelling, 1 will remain. So it's plus 1 is equal to 12. That's how you call this to solve. And then you continue with 2 to the power of 3x here. Now inside the bracket, what do you have? 2 to the power 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3 is equal to 12. That's when now you don't want that 3, because you're solving for x. Divide by 3, divide by 3, so that is it. So what do you have? Now you have 2 to the power of 3x is equal to 3 into 12 is 4. But now since you want to solve it quicker, 4 is okay. Let me not go quick. Now look at this. Then you have this part which says a to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n. Bases are the same. You equate the exponents. M is equal to n. So same thing, 2, but 4, you see, then that's when I will say 2 to the power of 3x is equal to 4 is 2 to the power of 2, so that I match a, 2. Therefore, you equate the exponents. Are you seeing that? Therefore 3x is equal to 2. I'm still not done.
I'm solving for x. 3 times x, opposite of multiplication is division. Divide by 3, divide by 3. There is my x now. X is 2 over 3. See that? That's how you could have solved this. So what you do, you can test it where there is x, you put, remember x is 2 over 3. So where there is x, you put 2 over 3, but in exponent form. Let's try this. It must give us what? It must give us 12. So 2 to the exponent 3 times 2 over 3. Seeing that? Plus 1. Just as is. Be careful there to say plus 2 to the exponent. You see, 2 must be a number. 3 times 2 over 3. It must give me what? Equal to 12. So far so good. That's it. Let's try the next one. 4.2. How many marks? 4 marks also. You are given that 2x square root of x is equal to 2 to the power of 27. You're supposed to solve for x. Already, look at this, the rule already stands, right? A to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n. Same base, you equate. Equal to. So here what can I say? X square root of x is equal to what? Is equal to 27. It's almost done. But now you need to be sensitive here. Look at this. You need to be sensitive. This is power 1. So you say x times x to the power half, square root means x to the power half, is equal to 27. Come back again, 1. Remember, first law, same base, you add the exponents, is equal to 27. Now 27 with the calculator, it will be 3 to the power of 3. Are you with me? But let's leave it like that for now, maybe out of argument's sake. That, what do you say? 1 plus that, which is x to the power 3 over 2 is equal to 27. Now let me write this properly. So look at this. This is x to the power 3 over 2. I want to write like that. Is equal to what? 27. Calculator can help you here. Look what you do. This is the power, you multiply by the inverse, which is 2 over 3. There is a 1 there. Inverse. What you do on the left, you do on the right. So that the 2 cancels, the 3 cancels. Then you are left with what? You are left with x. But now you take a calculator and just enter it as is to say 27. Remember, it's 1 times, so it's not going to change anything. 27 to the power 1 times as is 2 over 3. The calculator will give you the answer 9. So x is equal to 9. So you come here, x is equal to 9, put 9 there and see what it is going to give us if we put 9 in that. Let's do that. 2 to the exponent 9 square root 9. Am I right? And there is the big number. It's just a big number. You see, it's 134217728, which is 2 to the exponent 27 equal to 134217728. Same answer, guys. That's how we solve it. 4.3. We're getting that. Next one, 4 marks again. What does it say? It says we are given square root of x minus 2 to the power negative 3 is equal to 64. And you're supposed to solve for x. Look now, that square root means bracket to the power 1 over 2 is equal to what? 64. Are you with me? You can do that to say inside you've got x minus 3, and then you have got -3. I think that is one way, or I've got another idea here. What about this one? If you say, remember, it's square root of x minus 3 to the power -3 is equal to 64. How do I get rid of that square root? What do? I square. So to get rid of the square root, you square. So this is x minus 3 -3 is equal to, when you do that, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, square. So now you have got x minus 3 to the power -3 is equal to 64 squared. Right, what do you do next? Now you see that power, you now multiply by -1/3 because it's 3. See that? Is equal to 64 squared. You also multiply by -1/3. Why? Negative cancels negative, 3 cancels that. So you've got x minus 3 is equal to 64 to the power -2/3. You can use a calculator for this. Take -3 to the other side, so x is equal to 3 plus 64 to the power -2/3. What is my x? I'm trying it that fashion and see what is it giving me. So it's 3. You see, I usually like writing my answer the last part, just to leave it like that, to the power -2/3 is 49/16. That's my x. Let's try it. 49/16. Let's put it there in the original. Where there is x, we put 49/16 and see if ever it is going to give me 64. So let's do that. Square root of bracket 49/16 minus 2, close the bracket, to the exponent -3. Am I right? Equal to, here we go, it's wrong. X, we said that is 49/this minus 2 to the power negative of the square root is wrong. Let's check where the error could have happened again. Let's come here. We say it is squared, and we say it is squared, and then multiplied by that, that. Let's try again, making sure that we did the right thing here. If I say 3 plus bracket, let's put bracket for argument's sake, 64 to the power -2/3. Let's see what it is. Okay, it maintains the same answer. So let's leave it like this. You see the importance of testing. Let's leave it. I think the error will be on my negative, multiplying by that negative and simplifying that. I could have done it like this. Maybe I violated some rules here, I think. So let's take it from here to say x minus 3 to the power -3 is equal to 64 squared. That is fine. Now to get rid of that negative is 1 over x minus 3 cubed. It's -2. I think I'm making an error. This is now -2, but I'm ending up with -3. I think that's where the problem is also. Let me check this. I'm starting to see that there is a -3 here, but there is a -2 on the other side. So there is a 2 here, and there is a 2. Let's try it again with the 2. What if, because I'm now picking up to say it's 2 plus instead. 2 plus bracket. I prefer the bracket. 64 to the power negative 2 over 3. Right. 64 plus 2 plus 64 to the power negative what? 2 plus 64 to the power negative 2 over 3. What am I getting? I'm getting 33 over 16 instead. 33 over 16. Let's put it back again and see if we put 33 over 16 here, what does it do? Square root of bracket 33 over 16 minus 2 to the power negative 3. Oh, there it is. It works. So the method was fine. 33 over 6 minus 2 to the power, that is 64. So the answer is 33 over what? 33 over 16. So maintain it. But let's look at this other one. What did I want to do here? What I wanted to do here was follow this method here. Multiply these two because they are exponents. So it will be x minus 3 bracket 3 times this. It's negative 3 times half is negative 2 over 3 is equal to 64. And then how do you do that? You multiply by the inverse. Remember, 3 over 2, but the negative part of it. That cancels, that cancels, that cancels. So that you have got the error here was 2. So x minus 2 is equal to, what you do on the left, it's 1 times negative 3 over 2. So 64 to the power negative 3 over 2. Then take 2 to the other side. X is equal to 2 plus 64 to the power negative 3 over 2. Alright, then x is equal to, is it different from this there? 2 plus 64 to the power negative is the same answer. It will give you the same. Alright, so we managed to prove it. So far so good. 4.3. Lastly, 4.4. How do you solve this? 3 marks. Can I make it bigger? Yes. How do you solve this? Not difficult. Take a negative 8 to the other side. You have got 2x to the power 2 over 3 is equal to 8. See that? Now it's 2 times. What don't you want? You don't want that 2, so divide by it because it's multiplying. Divide. Are you seeing that? So when that cancels, what you do on the left, you do on the right. You've got x to the power of 2 over 3. 2 into 8 is 4. Are you seeing what's happening? And then, as I say, whenever you're solving for x, multiply that power by the inverse. 3 over 2. There is a 1 there times 3 over 2. But you can ignore the 1. It's as good as saying 4 to the power of 3 over 2. So that you can demonstrate that x is equal to, and then you say 4 to the power of what? Of 3 over 2. 4 to the power of 3 over 2. The answer is 8. So the answer x is equal to 8. You know how it goes. You come here where there is x, you put 8. So you're going to say 2 bracket 8 to the power of 2 over 3 minus 8. It must give us 0. There it is. So it's correct. X is equal to 8. You get 3 marks. Not bad. So guys, this was this. How will you solve this in exponents? But I'll give you some bit of homework for you. Homework is important. If I say solve, simplify without using a calculator, to simplify here, and then I say to you, what you have is 2 to the power 2021 minus 2 to the power of 2010, now all over 2 to the power of 2007. How will you simplify this? Test me. Oh, that's number 1. Number 2, we are given 2 to the power of x plus 1 minus 2 to the power of x, right? I think it's much better there. Let's try that. Just try it. If it doesn't work, you tell me. Remember my Instagram handle? I told you my Insta handle is what? Okay, it's not here. I think we erased it. But I told you, if ever you want to communicate with me, this is my Insta, Confi Nkwazi. You can just check this. I was trying to calculate why I was giving it to you so that it can work. I hope it will work. So guys, we have come to the end of our lesson, and you know the next lesson is what? Very, very important one again. This will take you to grade 12 also, inequalities. So join me in the next lesson. We have come to the end of our lesson. If you're not sharing, if you're not subscribing, if you're not commenting, if you're just spectating, I don't have words for you. If I meet you, hope we don't meet. If I meet you, I'm gonna pull you by your ears, take you to that laptop, and take your hand with your thumb, open the YouTube channel, the 24-minute lesson, which will be already showing that there are a lot of videos from 24 minutes, and then I'll force you to subscribe there, because I don't know why you're not subscribing. Just subscribe. It's important that I know how many of you are benefiting, so that the more I'm motivated, the more I bring more of these videos. Guys, joking though, but thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being a follower of this channel. It is much appreciated. We hope you're gonna excel in your exams. Give me a shout if these are benefiting. Thank you.